How we speak to each other matters. We see it on talk shows. We see it on the streets. People are talking, or rather screaming at each other and over each other. This is not dialogue. This is not peaceful dialogue. This is not even debate. It is not even communication. I don't even know what this is, except maybe drama content. And if this would not be a problem, I would not feel the need to make such a video. Look, we can all be passionate about an issue. And I understand that there are a lot of things going on in the world all the time that make us feel like we want to scream at somebody. We want to scream at the world. We want to just let it out. And so I get that. There are also times when we feel there are such injustices happening that we want to make ourselves heard. But what do we want to achieve with this? Is this about us? Do we want to be seen as outraged, as committed? Is this virtual signaling? Or do we actually want to change something? Do we want to be labeled as peaceful, as nonviolent? If we are protesting, do we want to be called peaceful protesters? But what is peacefully protesting? When you stand somewhere and scream so that no one understands what you're saying, what have you achieved? If you're so loud that the other person that you may be talking to can't get a word in, what have you achieved? Why are we speaking? Do we want to communicate? Do we want people to listen? Because if you scream, you act like a bully. Whether you are right or wrong, it has nothing to do with whether you are right or wrong. It is about how you're being perceived. If you scream at people, they may actually indeed go silent. Do you think you have achieved your result? No. They may be bullied into not speaking up. They may appear as if at least they're not countering your argument. They may appear as if defeated, and it may appear as you have won. You have not won. Because they may very well not change their mind. They will remember the very experience of having been screamed at. From now on, they will ignore you. They will think of you as the problem, and they will not side with you just because of this experience. So what will you have achieved? Nothing, or even worse, the opposite. The louder you scream, the more you may create resentment. And ironically, many of those who scream say that words are violence. Well, words can have a very violating effect. It's not the same as physical violence, but if you think they're violence, then the way you talk to other people and the kinds of words you're using, they may also have a violent effect on others. They may create victims too. And even if you think the other side does not have a right to feel like victims. And this is not a political sides issue. This goes for everybody. If you scream, it makes you look ridiculous, or may make you look ridiculous. It creates good television. It creates good attention. You will be on the news. You will have your moment of fame. But will you convince others? No. So what do you want? Do you want to change hearts and minds? Do you want to move an issue forward? Then you probably need to pick a style of communication that actually can succeed in convincing others. That's all it is. But it's not that easy. If you want to convince others, you need to know how they're thinking. And you can't limit yourself to these caricatures of what others might be thinking. So, the danger that many may think there is, you actually need to listen to others before or maybe during you talk to them. Because only when you know what the others are really thinking, what they are really saying, only then will you be able to adjust your communication strategy to them. If all you're doing is to address an oversized, outsized scarecrow version, strawman version of the other side, you will not succeed. We've seen this in politics. We've seen this in many countries. By not listening to the other side, you're not addressing what their real concerns are. By labeling them something that they are not and that they don't seem to be, that they don't see themselves to be, you're not convincing anybody. Again, this is not left or right. This is a problem on many sides. So, this complicates matters. Now, you can't just go out there with conviction. Yes, you can. But you can communicate maybe by saying, this issue is important to me. Please listen. I'm willing to listen to you too. We need to work things out. Let's treat each other as human beings. And if the situation doesn't allow for that, there will be later situations that will allow for that. Life is short, but not that short, normally. And if you're in a situation that demands immediate action, you probably, well, that's not the time to talk about an issue anyway. And this is why, within democratic theory, tools have been developed to get people together, to get people in a room together, virtual or real, to let people speak, to give them allotted time, to let people speak and finish, and then you can have a counter speech. But what you can't do, if you want to succeed, to violate all norms of communication. You may feel good about it, but that's all. Thank you very much. That's it for now. This is Dr. Philip Kneist. This is Erratic Attempts, and see you soon.